Don't you dare sit there doodling during work hours.
Is the illustration finished?
Well, about that. Alright, now I just need to finalize the data for this illustration. I'm Keiichi Sato. I'm an engineer at Tokimeki Corp., a systems development company. I had just wrapped up a major assignment, but...
Keiichi, what do you think you're doing? Break time is over.
That's Taihei Owano, our head of development. Huh?
We're slammed with that massive Days Market project right now. Don't you dare sit there doodling during work hours. I'm throwing this out.
Wait! Hold on! Please, Taihei! What am I gonna do now?
There, that should do it. Now get back to work right now.
Excuse me? Is the illustration finished? If it is ready for delivery, I can authorize the $80,000 payment right now.
What?
Miss Minamiya, about that.
What? You've gotta be kidding me!
That's Yui Minamiya. She is the second-generation CEO of the major supermarket chain Days Market.
That illustration was extremely important. Why would you throw it away?
We're a systems development company. Illustration work is not exactly our core business.
You are aware that Days Market was hit by a cyber attack under my father's leadership, and we're still working to restore public trust, correct?
Of course. That's precisely why you asked Tokimeki to develop a new system integrating all your existing platforms.
We commissioned a visual breakdown explaining the system's workflow. It was meant for the briefing session with our partner companies.
We were planning to build the operations manual around that illustration too. We were scheduled to place the manual production order tomorrow.
Just when we got everyone to finally hear us out.
Don't you have backup?
I was planning to scan the hand-drawn illustration once it was finalized. The shared server is under maintenance, so we can't retrieve the draft files either.
Didn't you save it anywhere else?
Cloud storage was prohibited for this project. Plus, we're not really supposed to keep files saved locally due to our company policy.
I see.
I never imagined it'd be discarded.
By the way, why were you not aware of this, Taihei? I informed Keiichi and the other staff members who were present.
I passed the information along, but Taihei has been overloaded with responsibilities.
I personally oversee the development side, and I left the rest to the assigned staff.
I see. Either way, the $80,000 performance bonus is off the table. Under the milestone agreement, if delivery is not completed by today, no payment will be issued.
Wait, please.
It's clearly stated in the contract.
$80,000 is way too much to lose. Can't we work something out?
That's the agreement you signed. We lost something worth $80,000 too. It was that important.
I understand.
After the string of incidents that occurred under my father, the former CEO, Days Market has been under immense strain. This project was critical to rebuilding everything.
Even so, I didn't do this purposefully. Keiichi tends to move at his own speed, and this time he sidelined other assignments for that drawing. Right, Atobe?
Well, I think Keiichi completed his other tasks properly. If anything, he seemed faster than usual. Keiichi, what do you say?
What Atobe said is correct. I used AI co-pilots and information management tools to balance documentation and development work.
AI, huh? Depending on fancy tools is why you're always moving so slowly.
My initial pace is slower because I organize everything thoroughly before moving forward. Well, there's no point debating this now.
You're right. The cause is fairly obvious. More importantly, the briefing session begins in 1 hour. We requested that illustration because the system explanation is complex. What are we supposed to do now?
If it's all right with you, I could explain the sections that were meant to use the illustration. If I sketch a simple diagram on the whiteboard during the session, it should be more than enough to walk them through it.
Don't you still have work left to finish?
I've only got a few things left. I'll swing back to the office once I wrap up.
Okay.
Come to think of it, he's exceptionally clear when explaining things verbally. If I cover the fundamentals and have him supplement the details, that could work. Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Keiichi, we'll take care of the remaining work here.
Wait, are you sure?
You were slammed as it was, and you still found a way to make it efficient and do it solo.
We want to help you with this. Guys,
Thank you, everyone. Then Keiichi, shall we?
a few days later.
I'm sorry for dragging you along on this business trip. Your explanation was far clearer than the illustration ever could have been. That's why I wanted you to attend the briefings in the other regions too.
I was honestly surprised when you first asked me. But you arranged an additional contract, and I'm glad I can be of help. Still, are you sure about this? We missed the original schedule, and yet, we're receiving the performance bonus.
Of course, the briefings were a success. And you met with the designer directly, so the manual was completed on time.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Because of you, Day's Market's reputation rebounded almost overnight. Even partners who were distant before have been sending words of support.
Things were pretty chaotic back then, right?
Yeah. During all that chaos, my father's chronic illness got worse, and he ended up in the hospital. And people twisted it, saying he ran away. No one wanted to take over, so I had to step forward.
Miss Minamiya.
Sorry, I guess I got a little carried away.
No, it's all right. You've carried a lot. It's okay to pause for a bit.
Keiichi, thank you, really.
Meanwhile, back at Tokimeki Corp. Taihei, yesterday's work still hasn't synced.
I said I'd handle it today, just give me time.
It's unrealistic to keep every process under your direct control. We're in a stable phase now, so why don't we switch to automatic synchronization?
This is how I've always done it. Our clients trust us, because I personally oversee every aspect of development.
It's true. Some clients did find reassurance in that. But with a project as massive as Day's Market, that approach is bound to collapse.
How did we manage up until now?
It seems Keiichi was covering for it. He summarized reports and even took on part of Taihei's workload.
I got it. If everyone submits summaries when they turn things in, then...
That's impossible with how swamped we are.
The data sync and version control are already a mess. Versions are mismatched across environments.
Production and testing configurations are getting mixed up too.
At this rate, we won't make the deadline.
But...
Takegawa, call Keiichi. We can't fix this on our own.
I'm sorry, the driver is running late.
It's okay. Honestly, I'm grateful just to have a ride arranged. Excuse me, it's from the office. I should take this. Hello, what's up? Keiichi, when are you coming back? Our data management is in chaos. Is this a sync issue? Taihei is still handling everything manually, right? Yeah. Maybe it's time we adopt the AI management tool for the entire team. Individual approval was granted, but it hasn't been implemented team-wide. That's what Keiichi says.
I don't trust external services. I got burned by one before.
That's what he says. Man, Taihei is skilled, but he's skeptical of new technology.
Keiichi, it's a Day's Market project, isn't it? Let him know this has my backing.
Miss Minamiya, thank you.
Well, if the client's CEO insists. However, the core system must still go through my approval.
That won't reduce your workload very much.
It's fine. I can handle it.
Okay.
They really rely on you, don't they?
It's nothing unusual.
You're making me want to ask for your advice on my own work. Things like optimizing the supply chain and stuff.
Why me?
Because you look like the type who could solve anything logically. The CEO of Tokimeki said that other project is progressing smoothly, too.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm putting just as much effort into that one.
Huh? You're really impressive. Keiichi, aren't you good at chess or something like that?
Over the last few days, I've realized you have a pretty lively imagination.
Oh, it's one of my better traits.
I'm sorry for keeping you waiting.
It's okay. The system goes live soon, right?
Yes.
I'm excited.
1 month later. Days Market officially launched the beta version of the system, but
We've got another bug report. The user says their ID and password are correct, but they still can't log in.
Again? Login issues and page transition bugs are happening non-stop.
You're right. In the last 3 hours alone, we've had 9 login-related inquiries. Page transition errors are even worse. 15 reports so far.
That's bad. Beta or not, we're seeing way too many issues.
The root cause is the core system, specifically a management mistake by you, Taihei.
There was a huge workload, so some of it was unavoidable.
Then we should have implemented the AI management tool from the start. I hope Keiichi's meeting wraps up soon.
There were no issues during testing.
Turns out the presentation was too successful. Now usage is way above what we modeled. So far, it's only affecting a portion of users. But if this keeps spreading, everything Days Market rebuilt is gonna fall apart.
If that happens, our company's reputation goes down with it.
we have a problem. There's suspicious access targeting the Days Market system.
What?
Huh? What is this? We're detecting unauthorized access, but the destination server is... It's a honeypot, a decoy. The attacker's been redirected into a virtual environment.
Keiichi,
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Days Market has been targeted by cyber attacks before. Once the beta version of a new system goes live, the risk of becoming a target again increases significantly. So I set it up in advance.
If this is an attack, we need to respond immediately.
We're still safe for now, so let's stay calm and proceed carefully. It's a security measure. We disguised the entry point. They haven't accessed the production environment.
Then the damage is...
At this point, 0. Good thing we prepared. That's a relief.
Well, wait. No one told me about this.
I personally made an additional request.
I had Keiichi lead a small team to handle it discreetly.
Mr. Muramoto, why would you do that?
To reduce the burden on the field team. If things got chaotic under your management, we would have been in real trouble.
I see.
But there are still weaknesses in the system. This is still a critical situation. We've got to somehow patch it without shutting the system down.
Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, this looks doable.
What caused it?
There was an error in the core system, and it looks like the exception handling collapsed from there. I'll rewrite the logic. Guys, can you follow my lead?
yes.
Of course! Takagawa, I need you to comb through the logs. Got it! Atobe, please verify the exception handling paths.
On it.
Taihei, can you confirm the backups?
Yeah, sure.
I'll keep assigning tasks, so please handle them as they come.
Keiichi? Ever since the day we met, he just keeps getting more dependable. I need to grow too.
And so we began the recovery work. The logs are triple what we expected. There's no way I can do this alone. It's okay. Once we categorize them, we'll be done fast.
Over here, the exception handling has 2 separate causes tangled together.
We'll take it step by step. Let's start with what's critical. Stay calm, break the structure down, then move forward. We'll bring in AI and whatever tools are necessary.
I didn't even think of organizing it this way.
When you panic, you lose sight of everything. Tools can surface the blind spots you'd never notice in the rush.
I see.
And then...
We're done.
The fix is complete! Yeah, we pulled it off somehow.
We're already getting confirmation from users that the issues are resolved.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank goodness. Keiichi? Everyone? Thank you very much.
We should monitor it a bit longer, but most of the danger has passed.
Ah.
Now then, Taihei,
Yes, sir.
your work is fast and managing information manually can appear safe at first glance. Our clients are not necessarily IT experts, so it may give them reassurance, but it doesn't truly serve their best interest.
Ah.
We live in an era where Today's information is outdated by tomorrow. There is no guarantee that the old ways will continue to work.
Yeah.
I understand why you became cautious after your past experience, but we must adopt new tools when they improve the outcome.
Yeah, you're right. I can't cling to my methods forever.
In light of this incident, we'll conduct a fundamental restructuring of our field operations. Keiichi will be appointed deputy lead, and part of the director's authority will be reassigned.
Me?
That sounds great.
I may be an outsider, but I think it's a perfect fit.
I have no objections either.
Taihei, we'll discuss your future position at a later time.
Yes, sir.
You've been through countless field situations. That's undeniable. However, when it is time to change, we must change.
Yes, sir.
Taihei, what you've protected all this time wasn't meaningless. But the world around us keeps evolving. If we rely only on our own methods, the day will come when they no longer work.
You're right. Perhaps I was the one running from change.
After that, as for Taihei,
all right. First, I've got to load the data into it, right? Prompt? This is more complicated than I thought. If it comes to this...
Taihei, please learn how to use the tool properly.
Can't I just do it manually?
No, this doubles as training.
Oh, okay. I should have started adapting to this much sooner.
After that, Taihei became more open-minded, still making errors, but finally willing to learn from others.
For now, I'm barely managing to keep up.
It looks tough, but he's putting in the effort. I received a call from Miss Minamiya's father, and I decided to visit him in the hospital.
I apologize for calling you in like this.
No problem, sir.
Yui has told me everything. I've wanted to thank you personally.
I've grown a great deal thanks to her too.
Hey, it's your day off, so you can call me by my name.
Yui. Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.